to reduce carbon footprint, which also dovetails into the realities of the impact on the environment. Then also a bit close to that is the importance of having a truly green building, which affects the overall cost of running this project during its whole life cycle, which is, I'm talking about the energy consumption. So are they working on making sure the building is as green as possible? Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So we've seen, like we said, we will not expect proponents to reply, because it's just for them to note it down and try to incorporate it into their design. Environmental sustainability, green building is something. So physical planning, we have a green certification. So you expect somebody to build a 30-story building in this time around, it should be a sustainable building and a green building. Thank you very much. Number 2.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lawal Shakiru from Minister of School Planning. My name is Lawal Shakiru from Minister of School Planning and Urban Development, representing the General Manager, Physical Planning Authority, the agency saddled with the responsibility of planning to development in Lagos. Looking through your presentation, I realized that the input of this agency is very essential, and have not, by our records, set our hands or eyes on any of your design, so that we'll be able to put our input for seamless approval granting. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you very much, sir. Do we allow them to respond to very critical issues if we deem anyone very critical?
It's your call, sir.
That requires immediate clarification, so that we will not be denying people who have come to get some clarification the right to do so. Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
So we will note issues that we believe that they are very critical, that should be clarified immediately for clarification. For instance, now, LASPA is saying their input seems to, but do we consider that very critical? Okay, so please note that. So I consider the issues, we can ask them to respond. I hope we have an agreement to that. I'm sorry for your time.
Number 3, 4, 5.
I just want to let you note that we in our ministry, we are concerned about the impact of the project on the road. And on the road, for the immediate environment, the adjoining road network, let's say about 50 meters around project. So I want to know, because when we are listening to the presentation, we talk about access. I want to know when we talk about the access, we talk about ingress and egress. I want to know exactly where the ingress and the egress of this gigantic project will be on the Abuti road mentioned. Then the mitigating measures that will be put in place in case there is going to be, because the project is not in case we have any impact on our road, what are the mitigating measures that have been put, or
Thank you very much, ma'am. So we agreed after the first 10 questions, the proponent will have and the consultant will have the opportunity to respond. So number 5, 6.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dick Quadri from Lamata. This is a very nice project, and I'm so happy that Ministry of Environment can carry us along as part of being the stakeholder. When the environmental consultant was presenting, I actually expected to see more of impact. He did a whole lot on the project description, but I think he redeemed himself later by mentioning some impact. Please, I think we need to understand that most of us here, or federal state ministry of environment, we are looking at the impact. So I expected to see things like the social impact. You are going to be having an influx of workers there, and this alone is going to have an impact on the community. There's going to be an increase in crime rates. There's a whole lot that was expected to see from the environmental consultant. So please, it will be good for you to give us specific impact. Instead of generalizing and say we'll do transport assessment. Like my colleague from Ministry of Transport mentioned, traffic impact assessment. It is a whole lot. Now, Lamata is actually doing the Green Line project, which it is going to pass from Marina through the back of the lagoon and over the Falomo Bridge. And it's going to descend at the Civic Center, although it's going to be an elevated track. However, the consultant needs to look at the cumulative impact, because we should be starting construction soon. And that impact, it will be good for the consultants to look at our ESIA, look at all what we've identified, and they see how they can synergize it in years. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. 7, 8.
My name is Yuna Yusuf Kane from Lagos State Fire Rescue Service. I'm representing the CG So, good morning, everybody. My name is Yuna Yusuf Kane from Lagos State Fire Rescue Service. I'm representing the CG of Lagos State Fire Rescue Service. So,
Fire rescue.
So, thank you for this opportunity. I've been coming for a couple of reviews, and there is one particular thing that I'm always talking about. And before the construction work proper, they are supposed to get provisional approval. So this is what they do. You are supposed to send all your drawings, your architectural drawing, electrical and mechanical drawing, and fire safety drawing, indicating the fire safety measures that you are planning to put in the building, so that we can take a look at it and about it. If there are some things you are supposed to incorporate, we'll be able to look at it. Most of the time we'll see that you just tell us you don't know about it, but you need this certification with your EIA. So I just want you to pay attention to that. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. So, 30-story building, which means because they should be preparing to have an attack helicopter, because I don't think any of our fire ambulance or trucks can rise up to 30-story building. So, if you are planning to have a 30-story building in the next 3 years, 4 years, we should have the plan in place. There's another 40-story building that's also coming up. So if you have 30-story, 40-story, that means we should be preparing, have an emergency plan in response for that. So for helicopter to attack the fire from up, you can see if the fire starts at plot 20, and the proto cannot get up to 20. So how do we save people? How do we rescue people who are trapped up there? These are planned. So also, for the components. In designing also, and the last incident that happened has shown that fire cannot be taken for granted in Lagos State. So I have not seen the design, so I won't query it. But I've seen multi-level buildings whereby half of some floor are for evacuation purpose. They will not build anything in a particular floor for evacuation. So if there is emergency, that's where people from all the floor will assemble. So we should be thinking of designing all that. Just because, okay, we want to build 30 story and all the floors should be occupied. We should plan to do something like that. Number 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. All protocol.
Sir, my name is Oluwadokin Joshua. But today, I want to just if there are plans of infrastructure.
Thank you, sir.
If there are plans for people to have a walk around, maybe like a bicycle lane, in within the premises. If there are plans, maybe for their leisures in the morning, the afternoon. And I want to also ask if it's possible for this kind of project that waste, there will be a kind of a reuse, a recycle, a reused waters and whatsoever. And also, I would like to ask if, although it has been mentioned by engineer about the sustainability, if the numbers of trees, I saw in one of the slides that we have like 108 trees. If there's a way to sustain, to make it eco-friendly, if not, so that you have a sustainability. And lastly, I don't know if there are other alternative sources for energy aside from generators or whatsoever. If there are also some plans to be used to inculcate to add up because of such high-rise building that has been proposed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So we give them the opportunity to respond to, I think we've seen 3 key issues that are germane from physical planning, from transport, and also some of the environmental considerations. So we have 3 minutes to respond to that while we take other questions. Thank you.
Okay. Still morning. I'd like to respond to material guiding and testing. Of course, that one will be doing it as a strategy during construction. Sustainability issues. This one we have already incorporated this in the detailed design, whereby from the MEP consultant, and also the electrical, of course, that entire team. So probably we need to share this information. I think the planner from the planning department requested that if we can be able to share preliminary information on this. Geotech, we're waiting for the results for the geotech so that we finalize on the structural design on the other side. But when it comes to the electrical, mechanical, and fire, health and safety requirements, we've also incorporated that into the design. We have, with the help of the planning department, our planning consultants, we'll be able to submit to you a preliminary design so that you can be able to give an input on that matter. When it comes to, of course, provisional approval for fire health and safety. Of course, we have a fire health and rescue service consultant in our team, and there are strategies that he's already put in place. Of course, in our design, we have, of course, the number of staircases, fire escape staircases, which are pressurized staircases for emergency exits, and we provided enough in terms of the distance and location between one staircase and the other. So remember, by the time the consultant for environmental impact assessment was being brought in, it was being brought in at the conceptual level. Of course, there are numbers that, of course, has changed based on the numbers that he had presented. The number of units is less than 600, as he has presented. But these are some of the things that we've already put in place. In terms of the alternative sources of power, of course, there are some areas we'll be using solar, there are some areas we'll be using heat pumps, there are some areas we'll be using generator. So we'll be doing a balance of energy provision. The other part, I think I can let my consultant also to respond on the questions that have been raised. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Any other response, or are we through with that?
Okay, thank you. Just to add that the design is still a work in progress. You heard what the architect just said now. On the impact, I listened to what our friend from Lamara said. This is a pre-project activity. In fact, we have not done any study. So we can, even in impact, what you say in impact is likely impact. You say likely. And when you now study, you can now make prediction. Remember, there will be negative impact and there will be positive impact. I'm imagining the volume of funds that this project will bring to Lagos. That's positive. I'm also imagining the number of jobs that will be created. We know vegetation will be removed, but we also need to balance with the social and the economic impact. Thank you. Now, last part, you are very critical. The design will be sent to you, but the planning consultant is advising the design, and I know I won't study your requirement. The project should pass your requirement. Thank you.
I just share an experience with you. First, last part, you understand that the Ministry of Physical Planning has a document that guides professionals. You can't have that document and then want to micromanage them. You have your ECO-EVI model city plan. You have the approval order and all other things. So this is still at conceptual stage. Before any submission, there will be further discussions. So it's not at this level that we will be panicking and bringing drawings to you as if we don't know what we're doing. But I like to share this experience. When I was in office, privileged office of being a commissioner, there was a project that was being processed in Lagos State. And there was such a delay that the developer was stuck. This happened before I came, but never mind, government is a continuum. So it's still the same ministry that that gave him bottlenecks was the same ministry that eventually got the proposal approved. But 6 months after we got him the approval, I didn't see anything going on the site. So I had to call the man, and it was unusual for a commissioner to call somebody who got his approval. That was happening, you are not building. And the man told me that when Lagos State was dilly-dallying, he took the fund to Abuja to go and establish the World Trade Center building. I'm sure those of you who go to Abuja will know it. And then he sent me a picture of a site meeting where about 500 workers were being addressed with a megaphone. You know what I did? I just enlarged the picture and took it to BRF, the governor. I said, when I suggest that we have to be business conscious when we are taking decisions, this is what I mean. Look at the number of people engaged on that site. Look at the number of vendors that will have taken food to them on the site. Look at the number of people that would have gone to sell pure water. Look at the number of people that will have sold recharge cards, and so on and so forth. So those are some of the things that we need to take into consideration as we look forward to further development of Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for the share of knowledge. From now, we move on. 15, 16, 7. Okay. Number what? Your number? 17, 18, 18. 17, we have 17. Okay, sorry. We have 17.
Yeah. Good morning. My name is Kapala Kabiru from Office of Urban Development. From Office of Urban Development. I'm director. I just need to add to the presentation that the consultants should please note the effects of climate change on that design. Having in mind that the location of that project at VI is critical and is not too far from the Atlantic Ocean. And what do I mean? I'm of the opinion that the effect of climate change should seriously be looked into because of the general low-level location of Lagos, general low level of the project, and possibly prefer or recommend what I call climate bed. What do I mean? We discovered that most of the submission people made, applications, people try to concretize most of the project site. As in, when the presenter introduces the consultant this morning, he said they recommended 50% to be built, as in the remaining 50%, what happens to it? It's part of the planning regulation that are necessary. But what I'm trying to drive at now is, let's ensure that we factor in the effects of climate change and provide what is called climate bed, so that there will be percolation when there is a downpour of rainfall, and not everything will now run into the road. There will be provision for percolation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. 18, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Abdul Latif Muse. I'm the Executive Secretary for Victoria Land and Ikoyi Resident Association. This is a well-packaged presentation that I can pick from all the consultants, and the comments that have come have been also very, very informing. The notice for this meeting came on the 14th, the 15th. So they pass this on to the executive. Unfortunately, everybody is otherwise engaged and we cannot be here. Now, it's not the first time this is happening. I mean, you have taken your time to run through all of this, and the best you can do for yourself or for the project is to ensure that those who are supposed to comment like this are given a good time. So please note that. Now, I like the comment that Lamata made about workers' migration. I think the project initiators will please look at that. We have situation at Bishop, what's it? Parallel to Ahmad Bello, Bishop Oluwole. That's right. Where some huge construction are currently taking place. And it is disturbed the ecosystem, so to say. The residents are terribly disturbed. I can see that situation developing when this also happens. Well, we hope that adequate provision will be made for workers to move away at specific periods, so that they will not just be hiding here and there. Julius Berger has shown us some examples of how to treat situations like this. They move the workers away from site. Not for the workers to look around while they're going to hang around while the project is on. The construction works, when the construction starts, also becomes a problem. A lot of noise is generated. We hope that some adherence to regulation will be enforced so that they don't just continue and everybody in the area starts to say, you know what are they doing? They want to kill somebody. Thank you very much. Just a final one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can hear a comment from a gentleman that looks like the Commissioner for Fiscal Planning. Am I correct?
2011 to 2015.
We have issues, and we would like to make a presentation to the office. These issues come in one form or the other, but we will see a recurrence of problems about lack of long-term range view of what is going to happen. This project is going to take place around places that are flood prone. We have situations where the people who are designing and constructing will do a very good job. But when they turn, that's it. Now, if you look at Akin Adeshola, that's a lot of work done by the state government. They put the road and all of that. Go back there now. The drainage has failed. It's not 5 years yet. So we have a situation where we put up a very good project like this, and we cannot sustain it, we cannot manage it, because the infrastructure that is supposed to support the maintenance of those things are just not there. The people who are cleaning up the drains now, they are just maybe people picked, whoever was available. That is not correct. When they open the slabs, they don't know how to return them. It's too much. Can you see at that level? That is to tell you that a lot of coordination needs to be put in place so that those who are supposed to deliver value after this major or work of this nature are the right people. They are qualified, they're interested, they are capable. If they are not, we can train them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, I was shocked when you mentioned your name. I didn't know you were here, sir. And I want to truly apologize. This is happening like the second time with our program. I am truly sorry for short notice. It happened again. I didn't know that you were here. If I had known, I would have come to apologize before you exposed me in the open. But we really appreciate your presence, sir. Thank you very much. Are we done with the round of questions? Okay. I just wanted to apologize to you once again, sir.
19.
My name is
Please put the mic to your mouth too.
My name is Engineer Bakari from the Office of Drainage Services and Water Resources. since this is a scoping session for the project in terms of environmental impact assessment, I would like to suggest that the consultant should consider the drainage impact as well. Because considering the area of land in question, it's currently being covered by vegetation. So once it is replaced with development, runoff from the premises will come into the public domain. So I would like to advise that the consultant considers using sustainable drainage systems that won't allow runoff from the premises to just come into the public domain. That's the one. The second one is I would suggest advise the consultant to also obtain drainage clearance approval from the Office of Drainage Services.
Okay, thank you. I don't think there's any of those questions they want to respond to, so we can move forward. 21, 22, 23, 24, 23. Okay, sorry, 23. What's the last number? 50, last number.
My name is Sally Sudeba from Ministry of Transport. I know this is scoping, and I want to share and add that when providing the TIA, the transport study, that's the base study of that environment, to consider the analysis of the base study and as well as the projected volumes of people to use the place. And that analysis should tell you to propose a slip road as well as during post and pre-constructions, a methodology should be stated clearly there, and so that LASMA can advise and also incorporate what's necessary. And this suggestion is so that the mitigation factor, just like my colleagues mentioned, will be fully addressed and it can be passed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40. Good
morning, everyone. Nice presentation. And I'm sorry. Name is Adina Radimola from Office of Environmental Services and Water Resources of the Environment. Yes, presenter still said that it's still in work is still in progress, and we're in the scoping period. And I really want to admonish or advise that the structure at Victoria Land, it's a big structure anyway, at Victoria Land will generate a lot of wastewater. And looking at the space, and I don't really know much about the design, but with the schematic diagram that I've seen, there's not enough space for the type of wastewater treatment plant I was thinking. But I don't know what they are thinking. So I want to advise that treatment option for their wastewater should also be put in place in their design, because the structure of that magnitude will generate a lot of wastewater. So the process of treatment option should also be put into cognizance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So, water abstraction is something that's a very, very important thing
in the state. So for the architect and the design team, the sewage treatment plant can be the one that can recirculate the water. Instead of using pure groundwater for watering of the flowers and maintaining the thing, we can use the sewage treatment plant, pre-treat the sewage treatment plant and use them, the grey water for watering and all that. So that's part of what we're saying. Let the building be self-sustaining, let it be an eco-friendly building. Thank you very much. 41, 42, 43, 44, 40, 44. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. What is the presence of Dr. Secretary, up with the course daily observed. My name is Sovio John Olaiwola. I'm the Secretary of the Foundation of Private Practicing Sovio, Lagos State Branch. I'm here representing my chairman who was unavoidably absent. We got his information yesterday, but notwithstanding, we appreciate the planner for recommending us. A good workshop with so many scopes we are highlighting here, but throughout all the scope, you can never see where they make mention of when they incorporate the service of the surveyor. Surveyor is needed greatly in this project. It's very important. The plan that was presented to us was an output survey plan. Output survey plan. That plan is not a normal survey plan. First of all, I want to admonish the planner. Fine, it's a Lagos State project, but let them make a research so that the land in question is not subject to any litigation. Very important. In fact, it might be a vacant land, but some people might have got approval on it and be quiet. And so it's a vacant land, blah, 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 let us invest money there. Lagos is facing so many court cases about land issues now. So to avoid any kind of issues, let us strike something there. Also, you make mention of using their GPS to acquire your data. Who is going to use that GPS for you? Work of surveyor. See, please, I want to let us incorporate the use of surveyor in this project. Not ordinary surveyor, not a school graduate, not an HND, but a registered survey company. You can incorporate the NIS there. Don't move together about it. Also, throughout the project, before you do any project, you have to do a topographical survey of the land. The planner ever make mention of topographical survey of the land in question. Topographical survey that will show you the terrain, how everything will look like. Never make mention about it. That's number one. Number two, the boundary is located with water. You have to do a kind of hydrographic survey of that area as well that will show the depth of the water in reference to the building you are constructing. Also, construction of the building at every phase of the building, this is 30 floors. You have to, the surveyor will give you the verticality of the floors. You can't just use your eyes to look at the verticality of the floors. There's a kind of equipment that we call scanner. It is this scanner that will give you the upright verticality of the floor, so that we won't to avoid all this kind of collapsed building everywhere. Then after the project, the surveyor also do a kind of monitoring for you, whether this building is sinking or not. Please, the planner, I know that some architect Moses is knowing, he knows what I'm talking about, and he take recognize of it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. You can see that's why we call all professionals. You know, everybody. We need everybody to make an input. we need everybody to make an input, and that's very, very good. Thank you very much, sir. 45.
Let them know that the last number is 50. So people will be not thinking that they're going to want.
No, the last number is 50. So
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Adeni Yusuf from the Office of Works. I want to call our attention to the provision of power and other utilities that will be in that facility. First of all, I don't know which power station is going to power that facility itself. So I think we need to take that into consideration. Probably we need to meet the power providers in that area to look at available power connection that will come there. And then the critical thing is the infrastructure that will power it. Is it going to be overhead or underground? Then how will it be done? Are you going to do ducts that will take the cables to that particular facility? That needs to be considered as well. Then the impact of probably overhead or underground cable or duct that will come into that facility, looking at whatever setback that is available for it now or ducts that are available for it now. Those are issues that need to be considered as well. And I don't know if there are provisions for fiber as well that will be required for your connectivity. And earlier, my colleague here mentioned a provision for alternative power. I think that needs to also be considered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. So we'll give the proponents, the consultants, opportunity to just, if there are any of those comments, questions you want to raise.
Last question. No.
That was 44, right?
45.
45. Okay, you want us to finish with 46?
My name is Jubril Abisola. I'm from the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources. And I'm happy when the proponent was making presentation and I saw cable car facility bring that project in our environment. And my advice on this, maybe let me just give you a synopsis about that cable car. Sometimes about 10 years ago, Rockway Nigeria Limited submitted an application to Federal Ministry of Environment for ESI for a proposed cable car project. The facility has its alignment from Ijora under bridge, running through Obalende, Fallon, and traverses Ozumba Ibagwe Road to land at that facilities. So you said that site for this Lagos apartment project is just opposite that facility. That site is going to be used for the establishment of a cable car terminal. And that cable car project is an electrical cable, it's an electric cable, driven cable. So, and I also know that Ikoyi Victoria Land Majesty Plan provides that the maximum height of a building you can have is more than 10 meters. And yours is 80, which is quite good. But the cable car cable. In some areas, we have them 90 meters, in some areas 110, in some areas 90, in some areas 130 meters. So I want you to extend your consultation to the relevant authority concerned, so that there won't be interference between this project being a 30-floor building with about 80 meter high with these facilities. So we need to extend that consultation so that to allow that project to be in fact in committee what you are establishing. Then again, I want to echo what the man from the Ministry of Works, Office of Infrastructure said about alternative power projects. I've been evaluating environmental impact assessment out of reference over the years in this ministry. And most of these high-rise buildings in Ikoyi and Victoria Land, their source of power is usually generator. Is there any way to invest in renewable energy? Because I was expecting that for the first time. Let's see how we can develop renewable energy. And a friend of mine told me that in Ikoyi and Victoria Land, we have over 20,500 kVA generators already installed. Although I don't know how it was in but I can see this in some of our EIA terms of reference. Generator. Is there any way? This is a huge project. Is there any way the proponent can also invest in a renewable energy so as to stop this emission of fossil fuel? So that is just the concern I have for now.
Thank you very much, sir. 46, 46, 46, 47. Finally. Finally.
Yeah, standing on the well-established protocol. My name is Engineer Basil James from Victoria Island. I am the chairman of the branch. I want to appreciate the organization of this event. Very, very lovely, and you know, when we talk about what's it called? This is just an information gathering event whereby we come together to put scoping workshop where we need to gather information and put ideas together to ensure that what we are bringing out is going to be very lovely and sustainable to the community. So what I'm looking at is, are we considering, you know, in the world today, we are looking at smart building. So if you are investing in this type of edifice, you need to consider smart building, because there's no point when you put all this fund and we are still looking at what has been done before. So there is no change. And the world will be leaving us behind. So that is one. And the second thing that I would like to talk about is the labor control. You know, the people that will become the artisans that will work with you. We have too many of them in VI now. VI Ikoni area, like our daddy Alhaji Latif said, it's messy. You can't EBI and it's transformed to mushy. I'm telling you, you cannot you cannot walk there 5 a.m. Somebody will snatch your phone. You will see guys in the morning drugged. You know, it's so. Please, I don't know how you are going to work with it, because it's VI is no more VI that you used to know. So if you go to VI now, you have to open your eyes and have the other 2 eyes at the back. The last one that I want to talk about is I think it's the right time we have independent power plants in Victoria Island. We should look for a way. Probably we should just look at how we can invest investment in that area, so that at least, because I don't see, I'm looking at solar powering that type of edifice. I don't know how solar will do that. I don't think. So even that alone, putting that infrastructure in place, we can use that for an independent power system. So thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. 48, 49.
On behalf of my boss.
On behalf of your boss. Your boss is around, so you speak.
Okay, you want to go?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. So, as Madam mentioned,
what's your name?
Oh, my name is Dick Opoy. I'm from Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata. So, I'm standing on the existing protocol. As Madam said about climate change, that made me realize that one of the studies that it would be good for you to do is the climate vulnerability assessment. And it will be good to look into flooding, because as we all know, Lagos Island in general, there's been a lot of flooding. So we need to look at the impact of the flooding, the sea level rise. This place is kind of close, you know, to the water body. So these are 2 things that you need to look into. Any additions, sir? Thank you.
Thank you very much. 50. So thank you everybody for. That's 50. Okay, we're waiting for you, man.
Strategic location has been
Board of Lagos State, may I ask the project if they considered exploring the option of a mixed-use development instead of just
Thank you. The building is speaking. Thank you very much. Will let me use this opportunity to appreciate and thank Mr. Adeolu Ojo at HSC Lamata. Thank you for joining us. You are welcome, sir. So we have, that's the last number. Before we give the team from LSDPC, the consultants, and the proponents, Architect Lodulami, the chance, and Engineer Hassan to come and just give us a few words about it. We will compile all the comments and all the observations. This will be part of what we send to the consultants for a robust terms of reference by which the environmental impact assessment will be done. So after the consultants must have carried out the environmental impact assessment, have the stakeholder engagement, submit the report during the panel review exercise. We will ensure that the panel review exercise is public, and we invite all the stakeholders again to come and make inputs into the draft environmental impact assessment report. Thank you very much. I'll hand over to the head of the department. I will conclude it there. Thank you very much.
So thank you once again, Mr. Lasisi, and thank you for your contributions, our esteemed participants. Can we have Architect Bayo? Is that the name? Am I correct?
Yes.
Please, sir, can we have you for your remarks? Where I don't know what I'm calling.
No, it's fine.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome.
I'm not sure. I think this is better.
Good afternoon.
How come it's not working?
Hello.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Honorable sir. I stand and sit on the existing protocols. I'm very excited that this is happening. I'm very young in the profession. Don't look at the gray hair. But I'm very excited that this is happening. It's something we fought for many years ago to get this kind of interaction with the government agencies at the conceptual stage of the project. I am not the architect of this project, I'm the project manager of this project. And I just want to assure everybody here that I've listened to the comments, I've listened to the suggestions, and Honorable Aide knows me very well. Personally, I will not put my name to anything that will not be properly done. I will not put my name to it at this stage of my life. To the glory of God, as an architect, I have been responsible for the tallest hotel buildings in West Africa today, Intercontinental Hotel, Son Architects. The tallest residential building in Nigeria today, number 4 Bodilon. The tallest residential building in the Atlantic, Azuri Tower. That's my project. So I just wanted to say that to let you have the assurance that the team that has been put together here under my auspices as project manager will not disappoint you. Most importantly, apart from the accolades professionally, I am an original Omoniko Odunlami. The code the God of Ajay. The code God of Ajay will not spoil it, not with me. So please be rest assured that what some of us are bringing to the table today, it's not just experience, but we are giving back. God has been good to us, and we are giving back to the society. I was fascinated when somebody mentioned here, I think it was you, that Victoria Island and Ikoyi have become Mushin. I actually call them the most expensive slum in Nigeria. We have to revive them back, and I can see a lot of hard work is being done by the state government. Kudos. Kudos to you. So on this project, I also had the surveyor talk about the absence of surveys. There are surveyors on the project, sir. Not only are there surveyors, we are also doing confirmatory surveys to be sure that what the surveyor has done is correct. So I just want to assure you that every box will be ticked, every T will be crossed, every I will be dotted, and we will carry you along. And I like the fact that I like what I'm hearing today, the level of discussion. Please do not hesitate. I'm project manager. I sit between the clients and the consultant. And I just want to assure you again that we will do everything that everybody will be proud of this project. Sorry, I have a cold, so I'm sneezing a bit. We will do what we need to do to make this a successful project and make everybody proud. I don't want to say more than that for now. Mr. Hassan, who is my employer, is here and he sends his greetings. He doesn't want to say anything. I just want to give that reassurance that with the team that the client has put together, please be rest assured that we will do justice to the project in a way that we will all be proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. When I become as young as you are, sir, I think I should be able to give back to the society too. We want to say a very big thank you to everyone who is physically present here today and to all our online participants. We appreciate your contributions. And let me say a very big thank you to our former commissioner for physical planning and urban development for being here. Once again, we appreciate your presence, sir. Baba Muse, I need to prostrate to you once again, sir. I hope I'm forgiven. Thank you for coming, sir. And we want to extend our gratitude to the Terra Vira for the good work being done to keep Victoria Island and Ikoyi safe. Thank you very much, sir. To representatives of our various MDAs, Lamata, Transport, Physical Planning, Office of Drainage Services, Works, Office of Infrastructure, Fire and Rescue Service, Safety Commission, LASPA, whichever other one, everyone. I've called Lamata. I can't forget Lamata. The Lamata people they are looking at me here now, so I can't forget. Thank you so much for me, for finding time out of your very busy schedule to be here and for making very valuable contributions. We want to assure you that on our part, as the Ministry of Environment, with respect to this ASI project, due diligence will be done. We also want to thank the proponent, consultant, and the project team for subjecting this process, this project process. We are partners in progress. We can give you our commitment that we will do everything within our power to ensure that we have a sustainable project. So thank you very much. The Commissioner and the Permanent Secretary sent their greetings. So once again, I want to say thank you to my colleagues from the Ministry of Environment and Water Resources, particularly my very agile staff in the Environmental Assessment Department. Please give yourself a very loud round of applause. Loud one. Thank you for being on your toes to make sure that we have a successful outing today. So, once again, thank you. I think we have come to the end of this project. this meeting today. Thank you very much once again. I can see MOU planners. Would you like to say anything? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I guess there is refreshment. Now, the refreshment is first for our guests. Please serve our invited guests first. It will remain for the staff, but if not, serve our guests first. Thank you. Oh, please, sir. We would like to take good photographs, sir. We will take good photographs outside, please. Thank you very much.
Manu,